It's week 3 of the 2031 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Jets, and it's all up next.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on...
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chambers. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A four-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
and check down, complete to Hall.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 49-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down.
And here's Brad Robbins now. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chambers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Moody. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Jets set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 36. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Straight ahead is home.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. To throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through, and they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he returns this to the 22. New York ready to go again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 1. This ball taken in here by Brooks.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Running left, it's Hall.
He stiff arms him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Quickly completed to the right flat. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get this to about the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure 2 notches, down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A toss left side for Hall.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out come the Jags.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watson making the catch. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
They'll look to throw. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.